Not a fan of cons, I take it.
Oh, really? Whatever gave you the idea? He's a Decepticon, and I don't care what universe he comes from. If he bears that badge, he's no friend of mine.
But Treadshot fights for the same reason you do.
And you believed him. Well, look where that got you.
You're blind and naive to think he's like the Decepticons you've faced before.
I'm naive? A giant transforming alien robot from another universe crash-landed in your backyard, and within a matter of days, you're living with him?
If he was gonna kill me, he would have done it years ago. The other Autobots seem to trust him.
What's your point?
I don't think they would have the same mentality, the same attitude as you, unless something had happened to make them feel that way. Something terrible.
You don't know me. Don't pretend that you can empathize, human.
I can't empathize. No. But I can endeavor to sympathize. The Decepticons from this universe must have done some unforgivable things for you to behave this way, when the other Autobots can just get along reasonably with Treadshot.
Leave it!
No.
Why not?
Because I care about Treadshot. More than you can imagine. And I know he doesn't deserve the treatment you give him because he is a good man. Again, I say you're naive to think he's like any of the other Decepticons you have faced and fought and killed. Tell me, please.
Swear what I say next is strictly between us and not to be repeated to your con boyfriend. Understood?
Perfectly. Go on.
Prior to my capture, I was head of intelligence and polyhacks for the Autobot Elite Guard. I had a lot of confidential information in my hand, and eventually ended up with a piece which could turn the tide of the war. Before I could relay it to Optimus Prime, the cons arrived. When the Decepticons took polyhacks, I was amongst those Autobots unlucky enough to be captured and forced into the gladiator pits for the entertainment of those monsters. Megatron's Lieutenant Overlord was in command of polyhacks, while the Decepticon leader himself led at the front lines. Overlord had a twisted sense of humor. He deliberately pitted Autobot against Autobot in a fight to the death. It was kill or be killed in the grease pits. I can remember each and every single Autobot I was forced to murder for the entertainment of those Decepticons. 17 in total. I can remember their names, their alt modes, their looks on their faces that put them out of their misery. As an intel bot, you remember a lot of things, even things you don't want to. Eventually we were freed from captivity and rejoined the battle. That all happened approximately 2 million Earth years ago. They say you don't dream in stasis lock, but I do. Every time I see their lifeless corpses on the floor, energon pouring out of them, mouths open in silent screams, optics staring into oblivion. For 2 million years I have had to endure the horrors of what I was forced to do.
That's awful. But Kickover, it wasn't your fault. The Decepticons made you do it. You shouldn't have to feel guilty. You're a good bot.
I know that, but you have your answer. You humans have a phrase, forgive and forget. I can do neither. I murdered 17 of my friends.
I'm so sorry. If I'd known.
But you didn't. I hate the Decepticons for what they made me do. Whenever I see that badge, it pulls me up inside. I don't care where your precious Treadshot comes from. If he wears the badge of those who made me kill my friends, I despise him. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm needed in the ops room. Grace, I know each and every one of the Autobots stationed here on Earth personally, down to the scars and the chips on their armor and their mannerism. Comes with being an intel officer. I know Optimus like the back of my hand, and I know for certain that he would never be the first bot to accuse anyone of being a traitor. I know what he's doing. Prime's pointing the finger at me. He's manipulating the others into doing the same, and it's completely out of character for him. Be careful who you trust, Grace.
Grace?
Kickover told me why he hates you.
I already know. I overheard.
Why did Optimus and Wyatt want to see you?
They think there's a traitor in the team.
What? Who?
They're pointing the finger at Kickover.
It can't be Kickover. You heard what he said.
I know. And despite what they say, I think he's telling the truth. Which means it's either Trax, Cup, Cliffjumper, or... Oh no.
The only other bot that could have access to the intel files is...
Prime. But there's more. How did he know about the transversal bridge? No! No! Why? Why did you kill him?
He was going to shoot me. I didn't have a choice.
Kickover knew you were the traitor all along, and now we know too.
Don't be so hasty, Treadshot.
Wyatt, what the hell are you doing?
Drop the weapon, and switch to your disgusting human form. Quickly, or General Wyatt will repaint the walls with little Gracie's brains. So small, so fragile. Your presence here has interfered with my plan somewhat. The disabling of the transversal bridge hindered the operation to no end. Your theft of the Pretender technology did too, but it is somewhat redundant now. Yes, I am the traitor. The intel Kickover received was perfectly legitimate. I just tampered with it somewhat.
So where's the real Optimus? The one from this universe?
Would you like to meet him?
What's that?
Your home for eternity. It is time. Bumblebee, Wheeljack, come on in. Deactivating chameleon circuitry and vocal modulator. Easy now, human.
Where am I?
You are in the void. A microverse between universes. My name is Optimus
I
Prime.
know damn well who you are. Wait, you're the real Optimus.
By real, I assume you mean not evil.
I suppose so.
What is your name, human?
Treadshot. And technically I'm not a human.
I can guess by the name. Treadshot. That name rings a bell.
Well, apparently I'm dead in your universe. I'm from the same place your impersonator comes from. Good Decepticons, evil Autobots.
You are a Decepticon, then?
And damn proud of it. Before you judge me, Optimus, I fight for the same cause as you. If we're gonna find a way out of here, you have to trust me.
We are the only two sentient beings in this entire universe. I don't see how we have a choice.
General, what the hell is going on?
He cannot hear you, Grace. In fact, General John Wyatt has been dead for some time.
What do you mean?
Wyatt is, quite literally in fact, a puppet. Treadshot is equipped with a crude form of Pretender technology, developed by some of the greatest Autobot scientists. It allows him to transfer his consciousness from his robot body to a human shell during transformation. The shell was grown from human DNA obtained from our battlefields. and then stimulated into development with chemicals and small electrical shocks. Treadshot has the prototype. The year that has passed has allowed these self-same scientists to develop a more advanced form of the Pretender technology. The new version allows me to retain my robot form and maintain a psychic link between me and a human shell over long distances. Bumblebee and Wheeljack also have this technology. Wyatt is my human form. Do you remember the bullet wound you took in Yosemite? Well, Wyatt was the sniper. Speaking of Wyatt, it's time to clean up loose ends.
All Skywatch units, this is General Wyatt. All Autobots have been classified as hostile units. Repeat, all Autobots are classified as hostile units and are to be executed on sight. Authorization code 9184 Vector Charlie. Wyatt out.
Good. Wyatt's purpose has been served.
But why? Why create the Pretenders in the first place?
The slow invasion. The Pretender Initiative was created to allow the slow, subtle invasion of populations by imitating their form. We have billions of human shells waiting for deployment back in our universe, but they are useless now. Bumblebee, take that car outside and destroy it. Like I said, loose ends.